Good morning. Day 2. Finally it stopped raining. It's going to be nice today. Close to 70. Still a little chilly right now. We're at about 48, 49 degrees. So it's not cold, just a little chilly. I'm making my morning coffee. Then the plan is to set the camp chair up down there by the river. Drink my morning coffee. Then I think Koko and I are going to maybe set up the rest of the camp. I'm not really sure. There's not really much to do. I'm going to maybe try and set up my hammock. Then maybe put our boots on, go for a morning walk. Go check out what's around us here. And then, yeah, maybe do a little relaxing. All right, I'll pick you up when we're down by the river. Give you a view of that. Koko decided to go check out the water, so we decided to come down here. I set up my camp chair down here by the water. Looks like there's a decent drone lodge spot across the way, which is awesome. I might be able to do it right here. Let me give you a look here of the river. This is right down from our campsite. Our campsite's just right up there. So yeah. I think it might be too shallow for fishing. While I'm sitting down here drinking my coffee, I'll see if I see any pop the water, or I'm also going to do a little research. See the name of the river, see what's in here, because there might be some fish. And if that's the case, I did bring fishing gear and stuff to fish. I'll have to get online and get my fishing license. I do have cell service, so that's kind of nice. Just enough to watch a YouTube video in 240p. Maybe it's 360. Not enough to stream it to the laptop to watch any Netflix or Hulu. Darn. But enough that I can listen to podcasts, that type of stuff. Although I downloaded 70 podcasts for the trip, so I'm pretty loaded on podcasts at the moment without needing internet. So that's kind of nice. The one thing I did forget to bring is a book. Knucklehead. But, you know, if that's the worst thing that happens today, then I'll call it a good day. Well, alright, I'm going to sit down, drink my coffee, enjoy this beautiful morning, and if I see anything, I'll pick you up. Alright, till next time. So Koko and I decided to come out and just get a little lay of the land, lay the campsites. It was raining last night when we came in, so weren't really able to see everything. There's not much here, but yeah, we're gonna check it out. I can show you a little bit here. gonna walk up to the main highway up here. If there was one downside I would say about the spot, is because it's close to right off of Route 9. There is quite a bit of road noise. But, you know, hey, everything can't be perfect, right? And they're big logging trucks. So you hear Jake brakes and shit go. Alright. This is what we're dealing with here. This is the way in. Didn't really see a lot of trails on X around, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any. We might have to go up. I think I did see one across Route 9 here. So maybe that's what I'll check on X and we'll give it a look. Definitely seeing some litter I'm gonna be able to grab, which is nice. I always like leaving heavier than I came. Koko, stop. Good girl. Stay. Stay. So this is where we're at. The sign of where we're at. Koko, come. And we're gonna head back down this way. It's not a huge site. Not a huge site at all. Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to do some litter gathering for sure. There's one other, I don't know if it's a group or single person back here. Wasn't even sure if this was the spot when we first got here, because it's, as you could see, it's just a little turn off. It looks like there might be a trail there. Maybe we'll check out. If not, we could always bushwhack. That could be fun. Want to see a moose. Not too close, but you know. There's the main sign. Koko, come. Come. I'm going to do some of that, look at some of that that map there, I think. Tell me where some trails are and stuff, if there are any close by. Might not be any trails close by. It might be a bushwhacking area. I'm cool with that. I do have my firearm, so in case something gets a little too crazy. Hopefully no bear scares like there were last time. I don't know if you seen in that last video. That bear shook me. I was ghost white. But, you know, what can you do? This is the way you come in. Actually, I think I went the wrong way. I think I was supposed to go to the right. Not that it matters, I haven't seen any other cars back here. Like I said, there's one other group or single person tent camping back here. I'm going to try and keep it down when we walk by the site. Hopefully Koko doesn't, hey Koko, come. We'll put her on her leash when we walk by this, so in case he's outside, she doesn't run up there on him. Come. Good girl. Not that she's aggressive in any way, but technically we are supposed to have them on a leash here at the stay at the sites. There's a site here. This was the first one I looked at that I thought about. She's a nice site. Also has access down to the river. It's not as close to the river as we are, but it is nice and big, and it actually you could probably fit 2 campers or tent sites here. Come on. There is an outhouse, so that's really nice. Don't have to dig a hole and squat in the woods. Here's site 4. I can take her off her leash now. Koko, stop. The site's pretty nice. Probably could have got the camper down here as well. You could drive up into this site. Might take a little finagling, but mine did as well. But every site does have a fire ring and a picnic bench, which is nice. And Koko getting up into the fire ring. You a hot dog? There is another site 3 right across from us here. Again, you could definitely get a camper in here. It's not down, but it's on the opposite side of the river, but she keeps climbing in the fire pits. Hang on, let me make a short of that. What are you doing getting in them fire pits, huh? Are you a hot dog? Hot diggity dog? Huh? Koko Bear, what are you doing in there? You crazy animal? Alright. But yeah, there's room here. You could finagle something back in here for sure. Oh, Koko marking the spot. I guess it's now hers. So I guess if you were ever planning on coming up here, don't. This is Koko's. And then we're right across the way here. Another rules and regulations right by us. It does say no generators, chainsaws, that type of thing. So that's a little unfortunate. You don't really need the generator yet. I probably wouldn't need it until a few more days. Solar doesn't look like it's going to be great for charging, and yeah, that's the loop. It's actually not that big of a site at all. So this is site 1, which it's like a hike-in site, which is pretty cool. It's got a covering here. Lots of people have carved their name into it. Maybe Koko and I will do the same. It's got a nice fire ring, and yeah, you got a covering here. So all you need is your sleeping bag. It's pretty cool. This would be a cool place to do like a motorcycle camp trip. Maybe this is a spot I'll come to when I finally get my bike. I know I had made mention of it. I don't know if I said what I was planning, but so I've had motorcycle fever now for months, and I've always been a sport bike rider. I've never owned anything other than a sport bike. I've ridden other bikes, but I'm thinking I might go the dual sport route. I'm looking at the Honda 300 Rally. That way I won't be able to bring my dog, which is unfortunate. I love having her everywhere I go. But, yeah, being able to go out and just do overnight camping somewhere, and do this type of thing. The real goal is one day to be able to do the TAT, the Trans-American Trail. I'm a long ways from that. I've never ridden a dirt bike. I have no idea how to ride a bike off-road. So I've got a lot of training to do before I attempt that. Our site's pretty much set up. I just want to put up my hammock. And I think Koko and I are going to check out to see where this little trailhead goes. I don't know if it's an actual trail or if it's just where people go to gather wood when they're here. But we're going to find out. If anything cool, or I'll let you know. Well, alright. Till next time. So I got the hammock strung up right out here by the fire pit. I'm getting ready to split up some wood and get my tonight's fire ready, when I kind of noticed our fire ring is kind of small. I was going to dig it out, and I'm still going to dig it out, but I figure I'm going to be here the next 9 days or so. I might make that a little bigger. When you compare it, see if I can zoom in. When you compare it to the pits from over there and across the way over there, they're just much bigger fire pits, and I'd kind of like to have a little bigger fire pit. So, figured I'm here, gonna be here, might as well give myself a project. Not that I plan on having any big raging fires, but it also helps with safety a little bit as well. Stop stuff from all these pine needles from going woof. If if an amber flies off or something. Ember. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get this started and probably head down to the river there, get some rock. There's rock everywhere. It's a river. Walking that back and forth up and down the hill might put some strain on my legs, but hey, all right. I'll let you see any progress. I don't know if I'll get it completely done tonight or today. I'm probably gonna make it just a little bigger and go get some rocks to kind of make it a little higher. Well, all right. This is what I came up with so far. Maybe I'll build some more into it, but I don't really believe I need it. I was able to dig it out quite a bit. There was years of ashes there. So that's our fire pit. Already got one ready to go for tonight. I think I'm gonna sit down, relax, listen to some Joe Rogan or something, and maybe eat some lunch here in a bit. All right, 12 o'clock. Gonna sit down, have some lunch. Koko's being a crazy dog, chasing shadows, which she is just loving right now. I'm gonna eat a sandwich and some chips, and then I got some turkey cut up over there for Koko. So she's probably gonna have a few chips too. I think I'm gonna eat lunch, listen to a podcast, maybe sit in my hammock for a little bit. And then I did find there's trails and paths. We just have to cross over Highway 9. But they're pretty close and there's a lot of them. So I don't know if we're going to check that out today or maybe put the drone up here in a little bit. I don't know. I'll figure something out for the rest of the day. But I don't have to. I might just sit around. All right. I'll pick you up later. All right. Well, it's about dinner time. Day 2. Got Koko's dinner. Koko's dinner's all set up here. She's gonna get some kibble. This is her chicken and rice. And then Daddy's having a nice ribeye, some mashed taters, corn. I'm gonna saute up some tallow and some garlic and butter. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, and some onions. Got some onions in there. So I'm gonna set up the time lapse and get this rolling. Well, sorry, we're gonna have to scratch that time lapse for the fire. For the time lapse for dinner, my battery is almost dead. So, probably gonna call it for tonight. I'm gonna sit out by the fire for a little bit, then head off to bed. Wake up early, as we always do. All right. See you tomorrow. Day 3.